Hello, everyone. My name is Bianca Langford. Welcome to the Grateful Motivation Series. Stay tuned for today's grateful moment. Hello, you guys. It's me. I'm back again. We're going into our Grateful Motivation Series. This is the first video. You can see my shirt. Grateful. Grateful simply means showing appreciation or kindness or thankful. For some reason, that word has been my word for this year. It started in the beginning of the year. One of my cousins, I read this, I think on a social media post or something. I came up with a jar and I wanted to do a grateful jar for the entire year and just write down some of the things that I'm grateful for. And at the end of the year, go through the jar and pull it out. Well, this has been a rough year, and a lot of times I have a lot of things that's written in here, but a lot of times, sometimes if you have those bad days, all you can simply write down is, I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful. And so I love to listen to the Grateful Song by Hezekiah Walker as a part of my worship on at least daily, almost a daily basis. And just if I ever have to say any words or anything or to encourage somebody, I would say grateful is going to come up, because with all that we're dealing with and all that we've experienced and all that we're seeing in the times that we're living in, we truly have to be grateful. And some of us, just our regular life challenges are difficult. And then you add the pandemic, you add the racism, you add the election process. It makes it even more hard to stay focused. But one thing that I want to do in this particular video is to remind you to be grateful, because regardless of whatever that is that you're facing and what you're going through, it could be worse. And so we are to always find something to be thankful and grateful for. And so before I go any further, I actually want to read a scripture today. And it's a familiar scripture. It's in Psalms, the 34th book of Psalms. I'm just going to read 1 through 4. It says, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. And the fourth verse reads, I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all of my fears. And this particularly relates to some of the fear that some of us may be experiencing in the time that we're living in. And I also believe that people are having a hard time going to sleep. I know I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning last night, but we have to do all that we can to stay prayerful, stay in the word, stand on the word, get to know the voice of God more than ever, and just stand in faith and watch God work and be grateful. I wanted to talk about myself. Like from the beginning, I've been working throughout the entire, pandemic. Even when things were so uncertain and they shut down everything, I was still going out and doing home health. I'm a speech pathologist. And so I was still doing visits, and it was a different type of feeling, because sometimes like, I could do this. This good. I was made for this. And then some days you're like, I don't know, but I was still trusting God. And throughout the whole time, I've seen a shift where people didn't want you to come into their home. And then it got to a state where, everything laxed up and people start going and traveling and everything like that. But you still see the numbers steadily going up, going down, and nothing has changed. I'm still working. And so I just think about all of the medical conditions and things that I come encounter with. And I tried not to do as much other outside of work in the beginning, but now I'm starting to do a little bit more things. But I just give God praise. I'm so grateful throughout this time. I'm grateful that my family is well and safe. I think we had maybe a distant relative that had COVID-19, but they're fine. Everybody doesn't have the same testimony. But again, I'm so grateful for my family. I'm grateful for making it through these times thus far, and I know that I will continue to make it with the help of the Lord. And I'm grateful for my family, my friends, moving forward, my new book that I released, just moving forward in the things of God in business and ministry. And what else did I want to say? So therein that now I have this t-shirt, Grateful. So that's how the Grateful has been developed. And I made several posts, I guess, in the past about being grateful, because I am truly grateful. And I hope that you all are grateful too. And regardless of what you may be experiencing and what you may be going through in your life, if you could remember to be grateful for this day, and appreciate the small things, and be thankful, because your attitude makes a difference in how you go through what you're going through. If you're complaining, if you're negative, if you're doubtful, then it's going to be hard to overcome. It's going to be hard to persevere. So keep an attitude, a mindset of being grateful. And y'all like my grateful shirt? Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining me on this first Grateful Motivation series. I just feel like people need to be motivated and encouraged. And so sometimes it's going to be geared toward single moms, married couples, entrepreneurs, whatever particular children, parents of teenagers. It's, everybody needs to be encouraged and motivated. And so you guys have an awesome rest of the day. Thank you for joining in. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share with somebody you may think that may benefit, like, comment. And also, I still want to put my book out there, because I still selling my book. Is called Speaking to the Giant Within You, and it has several chapters on different things. I had a lot of great feedback. I'm truly grateful to God for blessing me to move forward in writing the book. It's talking about getting past healing from the pain of your past, or feeling like you're stuck, and moving forward. And it addresses issues like self-love, letting go of the past, not settling. It talks about forgiveness. All of these are particular subject matters that everyone has had to deal with in their life. And so I encourage you can even just DM me, check out my website or Cash Up, and I can send it to you that way. It doesn't matter. It's called Speaking to the Giant Within You. And I also have a journal. If you like to take notes as you go through it, it actually has a checklist inside of the book. So you guys, thank you for sharing and spending a few moments with me. And email me as well if you have any questions or comments or concerns or anything. Thank you so much, and be blessed and be grateful. Thank you for joining me today in the Grateful Motivation series. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and comment, and visit me on my website at BiancaLangford.com. Email me at info@BiancaLangford.com.